Here's an interesting trend to tell you about. More people are deciding to raise kids with platonic partners instead of traditional romantic relationships. Some are seeking out relationships that put co-parenting at the very top of mind. Co-parenting is when two people decide that they are going to share responsibility for raising a child, and then the parents work together to communicate about what's best for the child. Some people are choosing to parent in relationships with close friends, and others need more help meeting someone interested in raising children without romance. Ivan Fatovic is the founder and CEO of Modamily, a company that helps people in the market for these types of platonic partnerships, and he joins me now. Ivan, why are platonic co-parenting relationships becoming so much more popular, and can you quantify them for us? How much of an increase have you seen in recent years?
Hi, thanks for having me. Sure, platonic co-parenting has been on the rise over the last few years, I think because people are having kids later in life. This is a global phenomenon. It's happening in all cultures around the world where individuals are spending their 20s becoming financially secure, exploring their individual pursuits and interests, and the average age when people are having children and getting married is gradually increasing, and that continues to happen. And then when people reach their 30s and sometimes approaching 40 and they still haven't had children, they need to look at some other options, and they're like, oh my God, I have to have a baby in the next couple of years, or it might not happen, especially for my female clients with the biological clock ticking. So that's one of the main reasons why people look to a platonic co-parent, because they don't want to be a single parent. They do want a partner, but maybe they don't want someone they're not going to get married, or they just want someone that shares their vision and value system for how they want to raise children. And then they can find a partner for themselves later on in life. We've seen a dramatic increase in people looking due to the pandemic, actually. Over the last year, our traffic has tripled. Our membership and paid subscriptions has tripled. I think because people found themselves, at home alone and, thinking of life's big decisions and getting very existential and being like, oh my God, I haven't started a family yet. I haven't had children. I've always thought that was a life goal, a dream I want to fulfill, and time is running out and I need to do something. And we help people find someone that's compatible with them and is looking to form a family in the same way that they are.
So, Ivan, I want to follow up on that particular thread, because people have had assistance from friends that have helped them in many ways, being almost a second parent to kids. But an online platform like yours actually helps people find platonic partners to raise children with. I think that this is going to blow a lot of folks' minds, that you would go online and try and find someone who you would make this major investment in, and really one that dictates the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, Modamily is unlike any modern dating site like Bumble or Match.com. And a romantic option is possible, but the key thing is everyone on Modamily is ready to have and start a family. How you do that is up to you. So whether you're in a romantic relationship, whether you're a platonic co-parent, and we also help LGBT couples find donors, but we help them find known donors as opposed to anonymous donors, where you get to meet the person, the child knows who their donor is, their bio dad. And then with the co-parents, people, they're just finding someone that shares, a value system and that they can get along with. They get to know each other. It's a lot like regular dating, but for the purpose of starting a family and having a kid. And so going online is not, there are some people that look at their friends. They ask their friends if they can help them. And if you run out of friends, you go online and you find someone. You can search by, physical characteristics. You can search by psychographic characteristics. You can search by, location, age, income, education, height, eye color, hair color. You can pretty much search for any kind of filter you want, and we can help you find the type of person you're looking for. We also have Modamily Concierge, where we personally can help you find a donor or a co-parent, and we pre-interview them. We verify their identity. We can do background checks. We can do health checks, and we can just facilitate the whole process and introduce them to professionals such as lawyers to do donor agreements or co-parenting agreements, IVF clinics if they're going that route. And we're really just an advocate for the client and help them do the process in a responsible way.
Ivan, it's wild hearing you discuss some of the things that people are interested in looking for when they're looking for a platonic co-parenting partner. What are some of the problems, though, that exist when people try and work out a relationship like this?
The problems I've seen is mostly when people rush into the situation. This is not meet someone online and have a baby next week. This is you meet someone just like you do on Match or Tinder or Bumble. They start off as a stranger, but then you get to know them. You get to know them for several months. And some of the most successful ones that I've seen, people got to know each other for over a year. They met their friends, they met their family. They saw if they were compatible, and then they get tested to make sure their genetics are compatible, and they make sure there's not any likelihood of something like cystic fibrosis or some kind of disease like that. And they really take their time. So I've seen issues where people try to rush in, and after a few weeks try to have a baby, and then they don't get a legal contract. They don't do it in a responsible way. That's the issues I've seen.
Ivan Fatovic, so many more questions, so interesting. I really appreciate you coming on. Thanks.
Thanks. We'll do it anytime. Thank you so much, Lana.